We're going to talk about an addiction now. When you talk about addiction, you think, you know, alcohol, drugs, maybe even gambling. This is Dene Michael. Good to see you, Dene.
Nice to see you as well.
Dene is a self-confessed compulsive shopper, and it's the thrill of online shopping and bidding on online auction sites, and a lot of programmes now that do this that has got him hooked.
Yeah, and he's so hooked, he's got this huge collection now of watches, guitars, all sorts of things, even a caravan, just because he had this need to win. So it wasn't, then, Dene...
Well, it's a race. It's a race to bid, isn't it?
It's like winning a goal at Wembley. It's like that, you know, you're bidding on something and you're checking it, and just when you've won the bid, it's like the adulation, you know, it's like the... like I say, winning a goal, scoring a goal.
It's the adrenaline rush.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So not necessarily the actual thing itself.
No, no. It was becoming very addictive for me. I didn't realise. My wife sort of explained to me, and she said, "Dene, do you realise that this is getting out of hand, you know?" And going back to when I was ill, I was disabled for a while, so I couldn't go out of the house. So that's when I became on online shopping, an addict, if you like.
Yes, you said you had this medical problem with your legs. You ended up kind of sitting on the sofa, lying about,
yes,
and then suddenly discovered
eBay.
Shopping.
My wife actually introduced me to eBay, and as I say, it just went out of hand, and I needed help, and Karen, my wife, actually got help for me with the programme we've made for the BBC documentary, which is on tomorrow.
Yes, so she kind of signed you up for this, didn't
she?
She
did,
It's called Britain's Compulsive Shoppers, as you say, tomorrow on BBC One at 8 o'clock. Let's have a look at that, and then you can tell us how that helped you.
Yeah. As you can see, as we've just moved, and these are all the boxes.
I've come to find out more.
Well, it's got to the stage where we couldn't have anybody over to stay, even the grandchildren, because we couldn't get to the bed.
All the things I bought was on top of the bed with nowhere else to put them. We had to move, really.
What, you couldn't just sort of maybe get rid of some of the stuff?
The postman has like a satchel, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Then he went to a little trolley, and then it got that bad he had a little van.
He has to come with the van now, and he's bringing all my parcels.
I know you're laughing, I know you get things, I know it's the thrill of winning the bid and all that sort of thing, but you're having to spend money.
Yes.
Still, it's not like as if it's just a competition and you're getting prizes. And,
no, no, it's not. And as we said there on the programme, it did get out of hand. You know,
what pressure to put you under? Because I know you're an entertainer. You never guess what this guy does. He's in the band Black Lace. They're famous for the song Agadoo.
That's right. And
they'd recorded that before you came along, but you now perform that, and you're a DJ, and you do appearances and various things as well. You must have had to work pretty hard.
I have, yes, yeah, and especially when I was ill as well, because obviously I wasn't earning the money, and I was on benefits at the time because I became disabled. And that became a problem because all my savings had gone. You know, I got bank loans to help me.
So how much debt did you get yourself into?
About probably £15,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and that's all to be paid back, you know. So.
And did your wife, is it Debbie, your wife?
Karen.
Karen, sorry. Did she ever try and stop you? Did she say, look, Dene, this is just ridiculous, stop
She did,
now.
yeah. She was trying to say, Dene, this, you know, this is getting out of hand. And with the programme now, it's helped me. It's made me realise it's needed that. I had a psychologist came to me and went back to my childhood and to see why I was doing this.
And why were you doing it?
Well, he said it's the loss. It's the loss of the fame again, if you like. It's like getting applause. And it's I had a really bad car accident when I was 17, and it was to do with that as well. It was all loss of things that happened through my life. I had property in Spain and moved back from Spain and lost money on that. You know,
well, that's quite complicated. The other thing you could say now, when I'm at home flicking channels and I end up on the shopping channels, there's always something you need on them. You don't think you need it.
That's
but
right.
You convince yourself you absolutely need it.
That's right, you do. And you know, you buy things, and then when they arrive, you forget you've actually bought them. You know, and you put them in a...
I was going to say, what did you do with all this stuff?
Put it in the spare bedroom. You know, some of the boxes I've not even opened.
You could have a great car boot.
Yeah, I could do.
I was going to say, would you sell, can you sell it
Well, we
off
actually
now?
did one on the programme, and I've not actually seen the programme yet, but I don't know if they're going to show that piece. But we went to the car boot to try and get to sell some of the things. But what I've decided to do, I think, now, when I'm back to work, I'm working for Minster FM now on the radio station and doing summer season, so I'm starting to earn money again. paying the money back that I borrowed. And then I think, well, the things I've bought, I'll probably give to charity or something, and
do you-
to the more needy, you know.
How do you feel about that addiction now? Do you think that that's cured, or do you worry that you could...
I'm
slip
still
back into
worried.
that?
I'm still worried. I mean, I'm not as bad as I used to be. With my wife and I'd be sat watching TV on an evening, and I'd have my little pad at the side of me, bidding on things, you know,
So
and
easy, isn't
took
it?
over my life. And now I stopped all that, leave that in the other kitchen, and then we sit and talk now together. Whereas before it was all, my full attention was on the...
Well, there's a lesson for a lot of people.
There is.
In that one, isn't there?
There is light at the end of the tunnel, if you know what I mean. If you watch the programme tomorrow, there really is. If you can get help, because there must be millions
Now,
of people.
I understand this. This is the, it's the technology, it's the television programs, it's the ease of access doing it. Would you have the same problem if you walked through a department store, say?
It's not the same.
Right.
It's not the same. It's
So it's the bidding.
It's the bidding that
Yeah.
that did it for me. It was the... I don't like to go around shopping, you know, to the different stores.
Yes.
I just like to... It's so easy as well. Like saying, you know, you can just...
So you didn't like to lose on the bid, so that's what you bid for, things you didn't
Yeah,
even want.
and it took over my life.
Yeah.
It took, you know, even going out for a meal with my wife. I wouldn't go out, put it off, because I've got a bid ending soon, you know. It really...
I mean, this creeps into every aspect of entertainment now. You can't turn on a device or a television or whatever without being asked to gamble or bet on something as
Exactly.
well, and it pervades everybody's life. So
Yes.
it's... do you think that what you've done now may be replaced by some other form of addiction?
Well, now I've got back into better, if you like, or I'm getting better. I'm still not 100%, but I got this cellulitis problem in my leg where it may be disabled, but now I'm back on my feet again. I've got something more to occupy my mind and back to work, you know, so...
Do you feel you're right direction
yeah,
now?
I think that was something that I avoided in my life while I was disabled and while I was not doing anything. It was just to occupy my mind.
We've got Jenny standing by in the hub, and she's been gauging calls and reaction to what you've had to say, and if anybody else has this particular problem. Jenny?
I think there's a lot of people that they don't recognise it being a problem, actually. Even my mother-in-law, she used to love buying things on TV shows all the time. We have some very strange presents that she's bought us through the years, I've got to say. Amy says, so the dangerous thing with shopping online is that it doesn't feel like you're actually handing over money. When you shop online, you often fall into that trap. Sarah, I feel Dean's pain. She says, I love a good online bargain, but thankfully, I've been lucky it hasn't got out of hand. Good luck to Dean for sharing his story. And Billy, I just want to tell Dean he is a star, Mr. Agadoo forever. You are the music man.
You are the music man. Jenny, thank you for that. And the thing is, did you keep the receipt for those glasses and that shirt?
I can get you one if you like.
Please don't.
Do they come in medium?
I'm just large.
Good seeing you.
Lovely meeting you.
Good luck
Yeah.
and continue
Thank
to
you.
get better.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you very
Dean.
much.
And you can
Thank
see
you.
Dean tonight, BBC One at 8 o'clock, Britain's Compulsive Shoppers, and get some...
Thursday, I'm told.
Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow evening.
Is that not tomorrow?
You said tonight, darling.
Oh, did I tomorrow?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yes, yes.
And if you'd like any advice or help, information, if you think you might have a problem with this, there are lots of help on our website, so go there.
How to avoid looking like a